What's going on, everybody? So, it's been an exciting time lately for handheld PCs like the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and Legion Go. Mainly because Horizon Forbidden West has finally showed up on PC. I wasn't really counting the days, but it's apparently already out, and I managed to get my hands on it, literally, specifically with the Asus ROG Ally. And yes, it is true, I was able to play this game for the most part at 1080p with a mix of medium and high settings. At first I tried 1080p with all high settings with dynamic resolution, but dynamic resolution doesn't really look that good in any game in my opinion because it makes everything look blurry or digitized for some reason. So I tried putting the resolution down to 900p, which helped a little bit. I managed to get around 30 to 35 FPS at 900p with dynamic resolution, and that's of course because I had most of the settings at high. But it turns out the main trick is to put most of the settings in medium because that's kind of what the PlayStation 5 settings are like by default. And I switched the resolution back to the good old 1080p, which makes the game look phenomenal. And from what I could see with FSR 2.2 balanced, it seems like Horizon Forbidden West actually plays better than the original Horizon Zero Dawn, just because all of the software is implemented so much better. And with FSR 2.2 in balance, things don't really look all that different from quality in my opinion. Everything still looks crisp. The only thing, if you move around, it's a tiny bit blurred. But it seems like with most games nowadays, they have a natural blur effect. I mean, you could still try to go to the settings and try to turn it off, but for the most part, most games have this weird blur effect nowadays, and I think it's because there is some kind of scaling in the background. When you turn down the scaling method, for the most part, items in the distance still blur in a strange way in most games that I play nowadays. So no matter what, you're always going to see that blur effect regardless. And like I said before, I had most of the settings at medium, which for the most part still makes the game look exceptional, especially on a handheld at 1080p with FSR 2.2. But all that really matters to me anyway, since I have been playing PC games since the early 2000s, is the texture quality. And with texture set to high, everything from the grass, sky, character models, and effects look so great, especially on the ROG Ally. I think this game looks just as good as a PlayStation 5 game at this point. And with 30 to 40 FPS for the majority of the experience, it's getting kind of hard to tell the difference between a handheld PC's graphics and something as full-blown as a PlayStation 5 console or an Xbox Series X. But I'm not here to compare apples to oranges. I know they're completely different things, but it is so awesome to see Horizon Forbidden West playing great on the ROG Ally. And if you are wondering, I did have to adjust the VRAM a little bit. I had to set it to auto in order to get this game to work, but after doing that, after it pre-compiled shaders, everything was running fantastic on the ROG Ally. I'm actually surprised how little it lags. And I see on the Steam Deck, Forbidden West is playing great as well, and that's good to see because it seems like Valve has a great handle on that handheld. And I'm not sure why people say Forbidden West doesn't play that good on the ROG Ally or just not great. I feel like setting about half of the graphic settings to medium is just a small price to pay. As long as I get my textures up, I'm fine. And my resolution, along with FSR 2.2, that's all I need to have a good time with Horizon Forbidden West. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to playing this game. I just wanted to let you guys know that so far this game is fantastic, and I highly recommend picking it up, specifically if you want to play on a handheld PC like the ROG Ally. This device continues to blow me away and impress every step of the way through its first year. I can't wait to see what happens after the first year has ended and what Asus will implement into their existing ROG Allies and its future iterations. But yeah, that's about all I have to share concerning this game. I think it's awesome on the ROG Ally. And thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Hope you have a good one. Later.